What's up guys, Blake 201 here, and I'm here to talk about how intermittent fasting makes fat loss so easy. I briefly covered this in my questions answer video. If you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. But there still seems to be a lot of confusion regarding intermittent fasting and fat loss. Basically because a lot of intermittent fasting experts or people who are selling some type of intermittent fasting program tend to market intermittent fasting based on this magical fat burning mode. It's not based on that, but they stress that. They greatly stress the fat burning mode in intermittent fasting. Basically saying when you're in a fasted state that your body's using fat for fuel or energy. And in my opinion, that's pretty irrelevant. Let's talk about caloric intake. Let's say someone is not intermittent fasting. They're maintaining on a 2,000 calorie diet, whether it's 3, 4, 5, 6 meals spread out throughout the day, however they do things. You're telling me if they move to intermittent fasting or eating in a smaller period of time, whether it's within 6 hours, 4 hours, or just one giant meal, you're telling me if they consume the same 2,000 calories, you mean to tell me that they're going to lose any noticeable amount of fat? That's bullshit. So in order for your body to use fat for fuel, or burn fat basically, you have to be eating at a caloric deficit, consuming less calories than you expend. But with intermittent fasting, the way it's marketed is, when you're in your fasting window, you're using fat for fuel, which would mean you're at a caloric deficit when you're in your fasting window, but you consumed enough calories to maintain weight. So what happened to the other calories? They don't just... Calories are energy. Energy doesn't just magically disappear. It goes somewhere. So you're telling me that you're at a deficit in your fasting window, which would mean you're at a surplus when you ate, which would mean that you're basically cutting and bulking every 24 hours, which is really every bodybuilder's dream, except that's just not the way things work. So basically, if you don't understand everything I just said or anything I just said regarding the bulking and cutting every 24 hours and where did the energy go, don't worry about it because it's completely irrelevant. If there's any truth at all to any type of fat burning mode in your fasting window and whatnot, it would never, ever, ever make any meaningful or noticeable results without being at a caloric deficit. That's the point here. The moral of the story is intermittent fasting makes it easy to eat at a caloric deficit. It actually makes it so easy to eat at a deficit that a lot of people who do intermittent fasting get the results they wanted and believe in the magical fat burning mode themselves and go tell everyone else about it. I mean, one reason is if you're not calorie counting and you start intermittent fasting, the smaller your window, the harder it's going to be to consume enough calories to even maintain weight. So you'll just basically automatically lose a bunch of weight and tell everybody about the magical fat burning mode. Why is eating at a deficit so easy? Because you can lose weight while eating meals bigger than you can imagine. I mean, eating meals way bigger than you were eating when you were uncontrollably gaining weight, except you're losing and you're not hungry when you're not eating. Once adjusted to this, you don't get hungry anymore. So there really is some magic in that. Look, you could take a 100-pound girl who's intermittent fasting and a big 200-pound bodybuilder who's not. And at some point in the night, that girl's gonna have way more calories left than him. He's gonna be eating his tiny little pathetic meal out of Tupperware, which is over in the blink of an eye, literally. And she can sit down for a nice, enjoyable meal. I mean, and hopefully he doesn't see that because that's just embarrassing. And if you hit the thumbs down button on this video, that's fine because I know you eat out of Tupperware. I mean, I go out on a Friday night with all of my calories. Like, if calories were money, I am calorically richer than all of my friends because they spent all their calories all day. I saved all of mine up. It's like I could go make it rain in the club with calories. I could just go on a free-for-all and not go into caloric debt. Sometimes still even have some left over. But seriously, that's the way people who are intermittent fasting look at others who eat early in the day. There's nothing wrong with eating early in the day. If that's what you want to do, by all means do it. Just understand the value of a calorie. There are people who go to the gym every day and they just do cardio for an hour. And yet they eat a 500 calorie breakfast in the morning. I mean, it's like you just spent 10 minutes preparing some breakfast, 10 minutes eating it, and by the time you even step out the door, you just signed up for that hour of cardio. It makes no sense. You could have just not had breakfast, not spent the money or the time on it, and not gone to the gym. You just spent 20 minutes to spend another hour. Makes no sense. I mean, if that's what you're doing, think about it. If there's, I mean, obviously there's other reasons to go to the gym besides burning calories. There's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of times people are trying to lose weight. I see people on the treadmill. They do their strength training and they jump on the treadmill and just start guzzling a protein shake or the elliptical, and they're just like trying to like guzzle this shake down. Meanwhile, it's probably like all in their freaking belly shaking around because they don't want to lose their gains. You know, you have the 15-minute bullshit anabolic window. Can't lose your gains, and they just blew all the calories they expended strength training on the treadmill and their protein shake. I mean, you got to think about these things. I mean, maybe you've thought about these things, maybe you haven't, but if you haven't, it's food for thought, something to think about. I mean, again, if you want to do intermittent fasting, awesome. If you don't, awesome. Really don't care what you do. That's what I do. I'm just telling you guys what I do. I'm happy, and how it makes fat loss so easy. So in conclusion, intermittent fasting is hands down, in my opinion, one of the best life hacks ever when it comes to managing your body weight. It's around 12:30 at night, and I have to enjoy a huge 4,000 calorie meal. And I'm not saying everyone who's intermittent fasting can consume 4,000 calories and maintain weight. It's what I burn today. It's actually at my energy expenditure. But eat according to your energy expenditure and your goals. That's just me personally. If you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel. I have some more awesome content coming up soon. You guys have a good night.